Alright, let's continue on with the Medieval Horse Knight Castle by LEGO Creator. This is set number 31168, contains 1,371 pieces, retails for $129.99, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Thank you, LEGO. And yeah, that's essentially what we've done in the last installment, which I believe is part 3, so this is part 4. And today is August 11, 2025, so it's a Tuesday. No, it's a Monday. I don't even know. I wish it was Tuesday. And yeah, and this is what we've done so far, and the set's pretty good, and you know, for 130 bucks, you really can't go wrong with this one. And so far we already determined it still can be built up by 5 people. We're still continuing with this piece here, so this is the bigger of the two. So maybe more comfortably, you know, that could be by 1 person, this could be by 2. I don't know. Now today, once I get myself situated here, I got things falling on me. I'm going to be focusing on bags 7 and 8. Not too bad. And so far, this build is keeping my interest, which is really good. So I mean, this is not a bad creator set for what it is. And yeah. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, let's begin. Let's build it with bag 7. Looks like we're starting off with a minifigure. And I've been reading a lot of comments. I read your comment, Janet, about you hate mechs, but you like watching my videos. I appreciate it. That always makes it pleasurable when I'm reading comments on here. Don't think I have to do a live stream. You mentioned something about sorting parts and stuff. I have so many bins, it would literally take me years, so I would have to really set up a permanent live streaming area, which I may do, and just stream, and kind of show you guys how I sort these sets out. Like, what do I do when I'm done with these? And it would be more like a question and answers thing than anything else. Ooh, I just had a tender spot on my head. But, yeah, Monday. The Monday blues. Doesn't sound too fun, does it? Don't worry, we'll get there eventually. I got a bunch of other stuff going on right now. And I got some good news. I just got done with that Mecha Team Leader set. I just got to finish up part 9, and then we are done with it. Okay. And then after that, yeah, what am I going to do after I get done editing that? The flower shop. I already did the telephone. So that's pretty much where I left off at today. You know. And I got a truckload of sets coming in. No, it's not just 8 sets coming in. Now it's like magically 14 now are just going to come in. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on today. And that's what our minifigure is. Looks like he's maybe some kind of worker or something. Maybe the jeweler, we don't know, because the next thing we got to do is do a treasure chest. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on today. Work-related stuff that I want to hide from. And yeah, I just kind of want to get away from it. And yeah, today we had our bologna sandwiches. But no, what I did on the way home, because I got off at 2:30, I stopped off at their local diner and got myself a big meal. So I am stuffed. I am ready to go. I'm holding to my guns now. I'm like, hey, if you all don't want to go out to someplace nice, then we can eat sandwiches. And that's what they want. So yeah. Alright, and then we put that inside of here. So just kind of set that in there like that. And then we have 3 gold coins, or it could be studs. Oh no, they have crowns on them. Let's see if I can get you a better view of that there. Kind of cool, huh? Hey, at least with this camera, now with it properly calibrated, I can do that. We have also a tiara that goes in there, if I can get it in there. And putting the coin in there. 3 coins, 1 tiara, and a unicorn horn thing. So you throw that in there. So basically, you got a chest full of loot. Pretty cool, huh? And that closes up all the way. I like those little treasure chests. They're always cool to kind of have in your collection and stuff. Okay, now we're back to this big thing here that we were working on in the last installment. And I mean, the detail on this for just being a Creator 3-in-1, that's pretty good. You know, I wasn't expecting this kind of detail in here. Now, these are by all means, let me get this zoomed out for you a bit more. These are by all means not to be heavily detailed builds. They're not meant to be like some complete modular. More like a stripped version of the Lion Knight's castle, but, you know, I can't judge this set because it looks good. It looks really good so far. We've been having some parts kind of screwing around on here, and I think now the score, what did we say, it was at a 9, and it was just due to build quality, but it's not like it's going to be the nail in the coffin on this one here. I've had some of my viewers say, you know, they kind of depend on my reviews because I get in there and we go deep on these things. You know, I don't sugarcoat into the reviews. And if you're looking for supposedly a collaborative build, this is one to do with your children. Okay, so this one here, we've already determined we're still in the same thing here. So this is up to 5 people so far. Okay, we don't know how far this is going to go. It may be permanently attached to that. We don't know yet. We don't know, but we do know this is going to be a good one here to kind of build with the kids and stuff. Hopefully it's not a solo build, because then that wouldn't be fun. You just sit there and watch your kid build this, although that still would be okay. And then one of these are actually backwards, which is this one right here. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad set for... See how flimsy that is? I mean, just be very careful with yours. This is not a... Like I said, these are creator sets. They're not really meant to be like full-blown modulars where they're anchored down. And I had somebody asked, he's one of my Patreon supporters, I don't know if he'd want me to mention his name or not, asked about, do these fit on base plates? I need to keep a ruler here or a measuring tape, or just leave a base plate out, and then we can find out towards the end. You know, the only way I'm going to get good about doing these type of sets is to take notes, what people want to see, what people don't want to see, you know, and then we could figure it out. Why does it matter if they're on a base plate? Who really cares? There's some out there who want to put these in their city. Can this be on a Mills plate? You know, that kind of thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do here, and I will mention it also in the description. This will fit on, maybe just do a whole entire, like how many studs this thing occupies. That kind of thing. And then once I get used to that, it'll just be something I can breeze through. Okay, so I mean, it's all about improving. Okay, that goes the other way. Okay, it's all about improving the building technique of what I'm doing here. Okay, so I just say, okay, well, I'm getting questions asked about base plates, and I just remember, the only thing I remember about the individual is he's a Chicago Cubs fan. That's what I saw in his thing. The old Cubbies. And yeah, so I am hoping to stuff that in there, of course, to start doing that more. It's like I said, it's all about improving at this point. You know, to improve, the more the information, the better will this fit in here. Like, I notice I'm the only person that talks about build quality or experience. What's my experience in building the set? That kind of thing. And we are missing another brown round brick. Is it hiding somewhere? Did it roll off? I have some gray ones here, but I haven't used any gray ones in a while. And yeah, all right. Well, there it is. And I mean, I'm pleased with this set. It's not that bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, we don't need that big thing. No, that still doesn't fit there. We'll get there eventually, I promise. There we go. Yeah, just be careful with that. It's still really wiggly here. Ah, hold up. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Okay, now I know where we left off at. Yeah, so it's like 100 and today it's like 106 degrees. It's like 114 like it was the other day. And then by the end of this week we'll be in the 90s again. So I guess fall is coming early. I don't know. I hope so. Right there. Just be very careful. This is not held in very well, so just be very careful with that. Alright. Looks like they're showing us to put a 1x2 here. Lego, now come on, we have 1x10s. Why aren't we using those? And then we also got a corner plate that fits here. Yeah, this is kind of like bare minimum quality here on this build. So you got to be very careful with this. I'm in an okay mood today. I'm just kind of tired, you know, that kind of thing. Looks like now we're building some kind of a chandelier. Yeah, everybody was saying something about dinner tonight, and I just said, oh, I'm fine. I didn't let them know I had something at the diner, so I kind of just left it at that. I mean, you got to make 4 of those little candle pieces. We didn't have all these. These would look better if they used gold. Well, that does not feel like it's going in. We got to make 4 of those too. My goal is, after I get done with this one here, and when the next sets come in, they're going to be small. Hopefully. I could be wrong. I think one of them is smaller. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the small one after I complete this set here, and then we'll come back, and then I'll do another big one. Right, I'm still working on sets that were supposed to be due in June. That's how far behind I am because of the stupid tariffs. So right now I'm plowing away through it. I just can't get it done any faster, and I've already got like you know, a nag thing saying you haven't turned in these reports yet. And I'm like, hey, I'm behind right now. You know, I can't get them all done, and you know, apparently a lot of people in the ambassador thing, this is their job. So this is just a hobby of mine. This is just to cut down the screen time. So I just like kindly explain to them and think, you know, I can't control what the United States government does, and two, you know, you guys won't let me pick the smaller portions of sets. So I can't control what goes on, and 3, I have other life engagements that I have to participate in. You know, but I'm being kind about it, just saying, hey, this is just a hobby of mine. You know, there we go. And it goes right in here. We don't have a lot left in this bag. Each bag takes about 20-25 minutes. Be careful, this thing is put your finger right there in that notch and just hang that in there. Yeah, it's not a very sturdy. Okay, now it looks like we're building ourselves some shields. So we're getting into the detail in here now. You're going to have to fish those in there. I think that's where they go, or they go right here. Did we forget something? Oh, I did. We got to put these in here. I forgot to put this one here. That one I did, that one I didn't. Yeah, so at least this one here, we're not stickering things. There's no stickers in this set. It looks like we haven't found any scratched pieces, so we're good there. I'm trying to find the stuff for the red one, but what am I doing the green one right now? Okay. And then this one goes right here. Just hold behind the brick here, just to be sure. You know, I don't want that flying off, and you know. Yeah, so I've been kind of just browsing around through stuff and just trying to find stuff to do during the hot summer months. And I have a backwards one of those, but I need this one here. Yeah, apparently even my family's kind of been busy. My sister and her boyfriend are on a, I think they're on a trip. I'll leave it at that, but they're on a camping excursion. And their camping is anything but my style of camping. Alright. Okay, it looks like now we're just going to fortify some stuff. So that's the guy is turning 40 years old and he's already having, I guess, the midlife crisis thing. Dude, get over it. You know, that's just a badge of honor. I mean, we all have to go through it. I did. This guy even got upset when he turned 30. I don't. You know why? Because I still look good and I still feel like I'm in my 20s, so I don't care. I don't care what people think. I do Lego stuff. I'm a computer programmerist. I do all sorts of stuff. Okay, it goes inside like that. And the tile here. Alright, just still be careful with, now this thing's pretty locked in. But yeah, some people I guess freak out when they turn a certain age, but now it's like it don't bother me. You know, I don't care. That's where we're working at here. You know what? Let me raise this up a little bit right there, so I'm not keep raising up the camera part, and pretty soon you're just seeing the horizon. I don't have any interesting stories to talk about except work-related stuff, and I try to forget that. You know, it's Jay's break time. He doesn't need to hear about work right now. And then some of my bunch is like, "Can you tell us about work today?" And I'm like, "Nah, skip the work stuff." But we've been going in the pool. It's been so hot outside, and I gotta do some other stuff before I can even go in the pool today. So what am I doing right now? It's like, okay, I'm going to do the set and then I'll probably get in the pool. But I want to get this thing going first. So it looks like we're finally now starting the top here, but we got a lot of these, so maybe this is meant to come off. We don't know yet. Alright. Let's look at the unpretty side, the side that's kind of ugly. So we're working right here. Some kind of a little window or something. This looks really fun. I can't wait to go through this one. This one's going to be really fun. It's better than that stupid mech that we did. This one here looks fun. It looks entertaining. And we got to make another red shield here. So if you're, I mean, if this is truly a collaborative build, I mean, you and the kids are going to have fun. Or if you're looking at getting this for your brother and sister to help you build. I mean, who doesn't like collaborative builds, except for that one guy that I read his comment. But sometimes I like to just, I wish I could build this with my girlfriend or something, but you know, she tried to, and like, she couldn't really figure it all out. It's like, yeah, it's not for everyone. Okay, now it looks like we're ready to start attaching a door here in this area. I heard the doorbell go off, except now I had that on mute, Mr. Doorbell. Sorry. That ring thing that keeps going off. I put that on mute because I didn't want to hear it go off while I'm filming. So I put that on mute. It flashes the light in here. You can't see it, but you know, I have that just so if I'm in the back part of the house or in the pool or something, you know, as long as you got a phone or something like that, it'll go off. So that's the door. Looks like the door attaches right here. Not a whole lot, so I'm just going to take my thumb, put it right here, and in the back here, I'm just going to hold on to something solid and wiggle it in place, and there we go. Ooh, that almost fits right inside there. Look at that. That fits really good. That's really good. For a brick door, that's not bad at all. And now it looks like we're building some sort of an awning that goes here, so we're going to have to put some of these sticks together. I mean, for just a creator set, I'm really pleased, Lego. I'm pleased with this one. I'm not pleased with the build quality all that much, but just the amount of detail that's in this is not too bad. Okay, these go inside here, and I'll show you. They just swing and they just tap that back part of that stud inside the stud. These don't, they just kind of rest in there. But that's kind of cool there. That's really cool. We're going to go deep in the, when we get to the review, this one's going to be fun to just kind of take a tour through. So just imagine once we're done here. Yeah, I got to go get my teeth cleaned this week, so that's not what I'm not looking forward to that. My dentist called today and wanted to confirm the appointment, and I was like, I saw their number, I was like, oh, I hope you're canceling. You know, but they weren't. I was like, because I don't want to cancel, let them do it. But they didn't cancel, unfortunately. Okay, so one of these just has one underneath it here, and the other one has a stud underneath it. Okay, but at least the set comes with the brick separator. It comes with loads of fun. The only thing I have to say is the color, but I have to excuse this one because it is a castle. That's what we expect. On the front of the box, you can see it has a bunch of gray. So if you're not into gray builds, yeah, not too bad. Okay, now it looks like we're building some sort of a little gate. But things like this that are just simple, I mean, this is like a no-name set in a way. Like, this is just Lego's brand here. And it's not like it's a major theme or something, but for me, I enjoy this type of stuff. It's pretty cool. So now it looks like you got ourselves a horse stable there. But that's it, but we have an extra one of these here. Okay, what mistake did I make here? Oh, I forgot to put it up here. Okay, and that's what we have done for bag 7, and you got a lot of little pieces here. It looks like it's just one of each. I think I nailed this one out right. That's not too bad for what we have here, and you get extra gems and stuff too, and that's a nice little selection of parts just for bag 7. Alright, I think we're going to wrap up this installment here with bag 8, and while I'm unboxing everyone, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for being contributors. That's really a big help. The funding of that goes towards making tutorials and building guides. More contributors, the more freebies I can give, you know. And in addition, you get early access to tutorials, some I may not release for years. I want to thank my Patreon supporters, Rebrickable customers, and especially comments, subscribers, or commenters, subscribers, and you guys who like the videos. I always see those. I don't know who likes them, but I see that they come up on the screen from time to time. So yeah, I always appreciate that because, hey guys, every bit helps. You know. And if you don't like what I'm doing here, you just kind of get annoyed with my raspy voice, I'll understand if you unsubscribe, but, you know, stay subscribed anyways. I may have something cool up here. But yeah, I always appreciate it, guys and gals. That's a big thank you. And I've been thinking about you know, doing more for my channel memberships. I wish this one had channel, well, this one does have channel memberships. But I got to really think of something. I know there was another request about it, and I'm like, oh, I don't really have anything on here. I just can't, you know, think. Oh, and yeah, this is the piece that the Bricklink seller said I was stupid because he said that these were very rare. I got a whole bin of them. So, yeah, I'm really dumb, all right. I got a bunch of them. I've been hoarding the parts. You can't have them. Yeah. So it looks like bags, what is it, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are working on just this piece. Just this piece alone. Alright. Alright, we're missing another corner plate. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Bricks are trying to hide it from me, trying to play cruel jokes. Yeah, so my intent now with just the amount of sets that I have. Like, what do I do with all this stuff when I'm done? I mean, if you really are interested, and I may take up on Janet's offer, I need to set up a time for... Okay, let's move the Monopoly pieces over here. I'm going to need to set up a time and schedule a part of it to go live. And the only time I'm going to be able to do this is probably, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Sundays, usually people use that as rest days, so I don't know if I will do it on a Sunday. But if I decide to go live, yeah, we'll just do a part sorting party or something like that, and I'll just kind of give you guys some tidbits, and then of course you can come in here and ask me questions and stuff, so I may do just that, you know. Then I can talk, we could talk more live than just, I just sit and talk to a camera, then relay it to you later, the camera will relay it to you, then you respond back, and then when I find free time to do comments, I read everybody's comments. Sometimes I may not find that free time to comment back, but at least I read them. And if you didn't get a heart, I'm sorry, I'm kind of behind on hearts right now. Oh, that one's not the one we need there. We need the little Monopoly roof parts. But these type of sets here, I mean, I'm not into all the well, there's one theme that Lego's going to be possibly bringing out that I really want to get, so I'm hoping to get that. But it's like, I'm not into Star Wars all that much. Harry Potter's okay, I'm just not really into it. But it's really a nice build experience for Harry Potter sets, but they're almost like these, or like city sets, are just bare minimum. You know, I got to make 2 of these and set these in here. So we're still building up here, by the way. So what I need to do this weekend, after the dentist, depends on how bad that goes. I may need a stress reliever after that. That's always a traumatic experience for me. My dentist is nice. I just don't like going down there and, oh, we got a problem that's going to cost a couple $1,000. You know. But maybe we can come in and I can think of a method for live streaming here. If I decide to do live streaming, though, it'll be for subscribers only. It will not be opened up for members. So, well, on this channel, anyways, if you are just a subscriber, I don't know how long you can join. It just cuts down on trolls and stuff. Maybe be a subscriber for maybe, you know, what do I do about newer subscribers? I don't know. Maybe 30 days or so. So once I start doing that, you'll have to wait. Some people get angry about that, but I could just do it members only and nobody can join because there's no members on this channel. Okay, we need one of these. Looks like it goes right here, but oh, it goes right in here. Fits right in that notch right here. That's where that fits. That's like, what? How is that supposed to fit in there? But now we know why. This bag here is going pretty quick. I was kind of worried because every time I see small bags, I'm always thinking, oh, it's got a lot of little parts in there that we're going to be spinning twice as long. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Okay, it's holding up the arch. And the 1x1 plate goes here. I'm not a fan of these wall panels, but they work very well into, you know, giving yourself extra clearance. I think this one's just going to be supports and beams and stuff like that. I'm trying to build over here so you can see me. Sometimes I'm like right here, but oh, I forgot to put the gray one in there. My bad. Whoops. Okay. I didn't think it would go like that, but there's the window. Buddy of mine got his vacuum tubes today, and he was pleased. None of them were broken. I was like, whew. You know, they were just extras that I had that I've obtained. And, you know, I'm just like, hey, you get them for freight, I will send them to you. And he was very appreciative of that. And, you know, when I have extra stuff, I could either A, sell it, which I don't want to do because it was given to me, or B, toss it if I have too much, or C, could be just hoarding. Well, I don't want to hoard all this stuff. So it's like, if I got extra vacuum tubes, I'll throw them your way. So that kind of thing. Yeah, so it just looks like we're just putting together windows today. And I had that dinner and my stomach's already growling again. Wow, that's not cool. Yeah, but I'm pleased with this set. This is not a bad build. If you're, like I said, I'm going to say up to 5 people, but if you really want to divide it up evenly, it would be 2 so far. There's no other way to really make it completely modular without it disintegrating. But this goes, well, it was supposed to go there. It fell out of my hand. Whoopsie. And then, okay, there is a hole there. And then this goes right on the top here. And you notice how we're building sideways? We call that snot. Studs not on top. Snot method, snotting it up. Not snot from your nose. You know, so that's pretty much what it is here. Oh, we're starting the roof now. So now we can keep the rain from going in there. I'd like to get more sand green roof tiles because that'd make good copper clad roof. Something we don't see out here. Alright. And did I forget a part? Oh, they tricked me. This is supposed to go in there. Was that? Did I just blatantly forgot to put that in there? Let me see here. It showed that there. Yeah, I did forget to put that in there. My bad. Okay, that's my fault. Okay, now we're back over here. Huh? Oh yeah, it's right on the top. Okay, it's like, wait, what are we doing now? Put these right here, and then you just stick these on the front. Wow. Except for a few boo-boos, that's not too bad. This was a really quick bag here. I wish they were all fast like this, but no, they're not. I mean, I could squeeze another bag in here. Well, let's see what we have for the part of the build here. And that's what we... Well, we don't have anything remain, so that's bag 8. That's pretty much what we've done so far. Okay, summation of thoughts, and yeah, the build's still keeping my interest. The build quality is still average for this set. And I'm seeing what else we're doing here. And it looks like for the next installment we're building the tower for bag 9 and a minifigure. And I'm just kind of browsing through it here. And yeah, we may just, you know what? This thing's only got 11 bags, right? And we've only spent about 40 minutes here. Let's see. Bag 10. That's bag 10. And it just looks like it's just that and a tower, but it's got a lot of small parts. So I think what we're going to do here with, well, we're looking for bag 9. Bag 11 is very small. That's bag 11. That's got me worried. Bag 9 is this. You know what? Because the review is going to be long. I think that's where I'm going to stop for a while, clean up my mess and stuff. But yeah, this build is still pretty good so far. I'm not losing interest. It still seems pretty cool. This side doesn't look too cool, but we're not done with it yet. And get this prepared here because I got to do a thumbnail next. So yeah, the thumbnail is what you see on the front of this channel here. My main channel, I do everything 3D render with Blender. Here, this is how I do my thumbnails. Just take the camera and take a snapshot of them. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to stop at for the while. I don't know if I'll get to the rest of it tonight. So we got bags 9, 10, and 11. We'll see, but so far it's good. But tell me what you think.